Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the AMS conference right here at the Orient Islamic High School in the Durban area. For Hilaal TV, I'm Luqman Shadrack. We have the privilege of chatting to the secretary of the AMS organization, Brother Abdullah Suji. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity here.
My absolute pleasure. What a very thought-provoking and well-organized conference as well. Very important points coming out from the speakers that we witnessed this morning. And one of those is the way our educators are now need to present themselves and update their skills in order to educate the learners as well. What is your thoughts on that?
Thank you for that provocative question, I would say. Our conference in its initial stages was around the idea of innovative practice. Innovative practice is enhanced by artificial intelligence.
Right.
So we centered around those two themes, and then we came up with the idea of impact as well.
Brilliant.
And to innovate on that value that you have as a teacher. Given that we understand, we then looked at the conference and said, who do we want to invite? So we said we must open it to all teachers. And fortunately, serving on the Global Association of Islamic Schools, we managed to get lots of international guests over, and they form the core of having to impart that knowledge of innovation, good practice, and to meet out to the teachers of South Africa and to say you're not alone in the boat of education, you know. So that is remarkable. Thereafter, we decided to make this conference more an international focus as well, because the challenge of education, innovative practice of education is not just a South African thing. Given the fact that artificial intelligence is growing at an exponential rate, education has to be meeting that standard, you see, because it's also employing artificial intelligence. So this conference is about that as well, but it doesn't move away from the moral compass.
Right.
That is why it is a unique conference, that as much as you'll innovate, do not lose your moral compass. And the moral compass is Islam.
Jazakallah so much for always being that pillar for our learners as well. As we know, that's our next generation as well. Any advice you have to the parents out there listening to this conference?
Well, I would begin by asking parents to think about making their children teachers. There's a shortage of male teachers in this country and the world over. And the moment we begin to instill value in the teacher and give the teacher a moral standing, society is going to improve. We have many doctors, we have many lawyers, we have many people in engineering and the likes, but teachers are falling short, you know. So we need to encourage our people to make at least one of the siblings, one of the children a teacher. And these teachers must then move into societies and become the change agents. And when that happens, you begin to impact on society. You know, and that's my sincere message, that while we have the dream to become great personalities of the world, while we have the dream to make our children lawyers, doctors, and engineers and astronauts, very well indeed, but why not become the best teacher? Then your legacy lives in that child.
Absolutely.
Who is a teacher. That child imparts your values from the home to a whole host of other children, and globally, your family values become the imprint of your own life in one child. So imagine if so many people are teachers of your family, of your community, how much will you impact the world? So that is what I'm saying. As the person spoke earlier, you know, on the periphery of society, it's where we must now work. And when we see the failings in the core of government or society, as teachers, we fill in the gaps and we rejuvenate that moral fiber through teaching. So that's my message.
Jazakallah so much, brother. I really appreciate your time, and may all the next couple of days of the conference go from strength to strength, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair. I really appreciate the time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And there we go, the secretary of AMS organization right here at the Orient High School in Durban. For Hilaal TV, I'm Luqman Shadrack.